Good morning, everyone, and welcome to KOOKY, Kentucky Crazy Stories from the Commonwealth. We have a special episode today, Hysterical History. The event that takes place here took place on November the 27th, 1810. A young man by the name of Theodore Edward Hook, who was a journalist, composer, and a renowned practical joker, had been offended by a certain Mrs. Tottenham who lived at 54 Berners Street, London, England. He didn't get mad. He just decided to get even. He spent several weeks plotting his revenge. He made a bet with his friend that he could transform any address into London into the most talked about address in London, England. So Hook spent 6 weeks sending thousands of letters to businesses and tradesmen all across London, England, requesting their services at 54 Berners Street at various hours of the day on November the 27th, 1810. Well, he and his friends rented a room opposite 54 Berners Street so they could watch the events unfold that day. And starting at 5 a.m. in the morning, the first people arrived. And throughout the day, there were chimney sweeps, auctioneers, undertakers, grocers, butchers, bakers, candlestick makers, pastry chefs, and dancing masters. And there were also deliveries of organs, furniture, coal, wedding cakes, food, drink, and even a coffin. Well, the police were called in to try to control the crowds, but they could not get control of the crowds until the final folks of that day arrived, domestic servants who were there for a job interview. Well, Hook was not caught at the time. He got away with it. And it was the most talked about practical joke in all of London, England. And he finally admitted to it 25 years later in a semi-autobiographical novel that he wrote. Well, the joke became so popular and so talked about, it was portrayed on stage. And there were people who did all kinds of cartoon illustrations about it, some of which I just showed you. And this became one of the most famous hoaxes, or practical jokes, if you will, in England's history. Theodore Edward Hook, ladies and gentlemen. This has been KOOKY, Kentucky Crazy Stories from the Commonwealth. My name's Shan Whitley, and God bless and keep all of you. Till we meet again next time. I'm out of here. Peace.